and I call the member for Drummoyne in reply.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I would like to thank the members for Parramatta, Ryde, Riverstone, Davidson, Coogee and Balmain for their contributions to this important debate. And what we have seen in this debate, Mr. Speaker, is that only one Labor member has put on the record that they support this project, and that's the member for Parramatta, who says she supports the Sydney Metro West, and I totally agree with her. She should support it because it will drastically improve commutes and access to public transport in her electorate, like it will for constituents living in the Drummoyne electorate. And so I ask the member, do you think subjecting communities like ours to extended delays is acceptable? Mr. Speaker, this Labor government can't say one thing before the election and then abandon our communities after the election, and it's simply not good enough. And I call on the Premier to tell my community and communities in Inner West and Western Sydney the truth about his government's intentions with this project, because as the member for Balmain very eloquently put it, further doubt on the project is very unfortunate. And Mr. Speaker, let's not forget that this is the same old Labor that spent 500 million taxpayer dollars on the Rozelle Metro without even laying a track. Mr. Speaker, that's your track record. That's your track record, and this is an important project for my community. There's no track record because you didn't lay one. Thank you, member for Kiama, and it's disappointing to see that my colleague, the member for Strathfield, didn't contribute to this debate, because whilst I deeply respect him, I'm sure that his community, like mine, would have appreciated his point of view in this debate, because like my electorate, this project has numerous benefits for his constituents. I'd like to thank the member for Balmain for her contribution to this debate, and I look forward to working constructively with her on matters that affect our communities as we have neighbouring electoral boundaries. And we will support the amendment proposed by the member for Balmain on behalf of the Greens. And I would like to say, Mr. Speaker, that the opposition does not support the government's amendments to this motion on the basis that we are concerned about the impact of further construction delays, because businesses and town centres where construction is taking place are already suffering, and they cannot be subjected to further extended delays, because I note the review is being handed down in October, but that's not when we will find out the future of this project. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.